Hi my lovelies, I'm Jen and this is Crifty Crafty.
Good morning my lovelies, I hope you're all well. So today we're going to look at plastic baubles. Now I know that they're quite tricky to use. I don't normally use plastic baubles. I normally use glass ones, and in our group Cricket Craft Creators, a lot of people have been saying they're having real troubles with the plastic baubles, and in particular the split ones. They seem to be causing lots of issues. Products aren't sticking to them, then they can't put them back together. So we're just going to have a play today. Now I've got two baubles here that I've already had a quick play with. Now this is a plastic one and I tried to paint it white. And this is a glass one and you can see the difference in them straight away. So I just poured paint into them and we will do a tutorial on this. And the glass one, it's stuck absolutely beautifully, but with the plastic one it's just run and it's just not nice at all. So we're just going to have a play today with some of these plastic split baubles, and I've got a few different products that we're going to use. So I've got some outdoor just clear varnish, I've got some glitter it, I've got some clear spray, and I've also got some of the Pledge wax floor cleaner as well. And then we've just got some glitter. Hi BizBiz. So the first thing that we're going to try is the Pledge floor cleaner, and this is the multi-surface polish. So I'm just going to get a little bit and put it into its cup. And then I'm just going to go and pour it into the clear bauble. And then I'm going to actually put them together so that we can give it a really good swill around. So just make sure that that's all connected. And then we can just swill it around. And just give it a really good shake, make sure that the whole thing is covered. And then obviously when you go to unhook it, make sure that all your liquid is in one edge. And I'm just going to place it face down onto my paper and then decant the rest back into. Okay, those bubbles are bugging me. So I'm just going to place it down on the paper and I'm going to leave it for about a minute. Don't want to leave it any longer than that, maybe about a minute, 2 at its absolute max. So whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to do the glitter it, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to do it in this little one though, and I'm just going to spray some of my glitter it in there. And then we're going to, again, seal our bauble up and then just give that a really, really good shake. Just make sure that the whole thing is completely covered. Please don't sniff that, it will make you feel sick. Please don't walk, because at the minute Mummy's got so many things here, she can't. I do love you very much, mate, but you have your moments. We're just going to decant that in there. No, we're not. I'm just going to decant that into another bauble and just leave that flat down. So then we're going to go back to our Pledge ones. Bisley's in a very playful mood today, so I do apologise. But it's too cold for him to be outside. He doesn't like the cold at all. So I've got my glitter and I'm just using the Nuvu Pure Sheen, which I get from the range. So we're just going to go in and decant that into our bauble. And again, I'm just then going to close them and then give it a really, really good shake. And then I'm just going to leave that for a little bit just to kind of dry, and I'm just going to leave the glitter in there. So then we've got our glitter it bauble, and again I'm just going to get some of my glitter. So I'm just going to pour that in. I'm going to give it a good fair amount, and then we're going to that made you jump. And then again, I'm just going to give that a really, really good shake. And this hasn't worked. You can see straight away that that has not worked at all. That's really patchy and horrible. So that is a fail on the Glitter It. So the next thing I've got is just some Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear sealant. It's just a matte sealant. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm just going to give it a really, really good shake. So I've got my heart shape here, and I'm just going to spray my sealant and then just place it downwards so it can run out. Oh, that stinks. Please make sure that you do this in a really well ventilated room. That is pungent. And then we're going to do the other side as well. Hot, hot, hot. And then we're going to go in with our glitter. I'm not going to give it a huge amount of time to dry. And I'm just going to place it all on one side. And then attach them together. And straight away that has caused a problem. They're not attaching now. Ah, yes they are. And then we're going to go in and give that a good shake. Now I think that it's dulled the glitter straight away. But we'll wait and see how it is when it dries. So we're going to leave that to dry. And then with our last pair of hearts, I've got some of this Ronseal outdoor varnish, which I use for my wood signs. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I think I'm going to paint it on. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't tend to use plastic baubles. I prefer the glass baubles. I think they look nicer. That's just my personal preference. They're a lot easier to work with, obviously. But these are great for, if you're doing photo baubles, these split baubles are brilliant. So just going to go in and give that a really generous coat. And I'm just going to brush it on. Then I'm going to go in and do the other side. I'm just using a cheap paintbrush, so I've lost some of my bristles, but this is just really to experiment. It's not, you know, an exact science. It's just to kind of see what works and what doesn't work and what has the potential to work. I'm just doing this really quick. I'm not, you know, not being fastidious about the whole thing. And again, I'm just going to shake that. And the reason that I'm closing them and then doing it this way is a lot of people are saying when the glitter dries, they're having a real problem trying to put them together. And I think that this is a really great way of eliminating that problem. She says, we'll see. As I say, I've never really done it with the plastic ones before. It's not something that I've ever really kind of explored. I've always just used the glass ones. I don't know at the minute how I'm going to get over this paint issue that I've had with the glass versus the plastic, because the paint with the glass has worked beautifully, but with the plastic bauble it hasn't at all. Now I've just used normal, just like poster paint, but even acrylic I think isn't going to work with the plastic ones, so I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe someone has done it and has got some really good ideas they'd love to share with everyone. As I say, the plastic baubles are still quite new to me. I've never really used them. I think I just like using the glass ones. And with everyone, once you find something that works for you, you tend to stick with it. So we've got our... Right, so this was our pledge, this was our sealant, this was our glitter it, and this was our varnish. So this one is our pledge one, and that has worked really well actually. I think that looks really lovely. And where we obviously put our bauble together, it's left us a nice lip around the lid. So in a second, once I've decanted it, it should, in theory, go back together really beautifully. So there's our pledge bauble. We've got a little bit of bring up there, but I haven't really left them to dry long enough. I am just kind of experimenting. I think that works really well. I'd leave it to dry longer, but I think that works really, really good. So the Pledge multi-surface polish for me is a winner. I think that works really beautifully with the plastic baubles. So that one is definitely a winner. So next up, we've got the crystal clear protective coat. And again, this seems to have worked really well. Let's open it up. She says, I can't open it. Nope. That's not opening. Right, so with the crystal clear protective coat, it's worked really lovely, and you can see that our glitter has stuck. Unfortunately, it's worked that well that I now can't open it. So it does work, but I wouldn't decant a huge amount of glitter in there because you're not getting it out again. I really can't. I mean, I guess you could open it if you really, but then you're going to have glitter spill everywhere. So that does work. I maybe would decant some of the spray into a little pot and then paint it on and do it that way. You're then not going to end up with so much of that stick around the edge. But in terms of sticking the glitter on, it's worked really well. So again, it has a positive and a negative with that one, but I think that it works really well. So next up we have the outdoor varnish, and again, I've not left this to dry for a huge amount of time, but if we just decant that, we've got a little bit around the edges, so I could have maybe painted those a bit better. Have you seen a bird? Is there a birdie out there? So this is the outdoor varnish, and actually it's patchy, but this was just a really quick experiment, and it's held up really well. So again, I think if you took your time and you painted it properly with the paintbrush rather than just slopping it on, it would actually work really well. So again, for me, the Ronseal outdoor varnish has the potential to work really well with the plastic baubles. Now, then we've got the glitter it, and this is just a mess. It's just an absolute mess, and that is, oh, it is going to open. Yeah, we're just going to, I mean, that is just horrific. I don't even know what to do with that. That's just going to go straight in the bin. So the glitter it is an absolute no for me in terms of plastic baubles. It works fantastic with glass baubles, but with plastic ones, it's a no. So my number one product to use with the plastic baubles would be the Pledge Cleaner. You can get this from Sainsbury's. It's a couple of pounds. It's absolutely brilliant. And I think it's worked really, really well with the baubles. You can get the Ronseal, that's not Ronseal, it's Rust-Oleum. You can get the Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear spray. It varies. It's between sort of £6 to £10 in your local DIY store. It works great, but my advice would be not to spray it. My advice would be to spray it into a little plastic pot and then paint it on. And then we've also got the Ronseal Outdoor Clear Varnish, which was about £6 from my local DIY store. And again, it has the potential to work really well. You just have to paint it on properly. So the Rust-Oleum and the Ronseal, I think, are great, and you'll be able to use them. You just want to take care when painting. The best product for me in terms of the plastic baubles would be the Pledge. I think that works beautifully. And I think the way to eliminate the problem with the baubles sticking together is to stick them immediately together after glittering them. That seems to work best, because you'll then be able to continue to open and close. So that seems to be a great way to eliminate the issue with the glitter around the rim. So I would definitely, as soon as you've put your glitter in, I would definitely put your bauble together and leave it to dry. But those three products I think work great. I wouldn't bother with the Glitter It for plastic baubles at all. I think that is just horrific. It's a great product. It works great with glass baubles. It just doesn't work with the plastic ones. These three, so the Rust-Oleum, the Ronseal, and the Pledge, I think, are the way forward with the plastic baubles. This is obviously the most inexpensive. Then you've got the Ronseal, and then the Rust-Oleum spray paint is the most expensive. So for me, if I was recommending a product in terms of its durability, its usability, and its cost, I would definitely go with the Pledge. I think that is great. I don't know what to do about the paint issue with the baubles. I just don't think it's going to work with the plastic baubles. So if you do want to paint the inside of the baubles, I would suggest using glass ones, unless of course anyone has come across any products that I'm not aware of or I haven't used. Please do link in the comments below, because everyone would really appreciate that. As always, thank you all so much for watching me. Please do like, subscribe, and leave any comments, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Please do subscribe, like, and comment below. Bye.